See, this is the second mixtape, right? And the first one did pretty well. You know,
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Spez here. Right next to Brooklyn and Manhattan by the Brooklyn Bridge with Lenz Productions here. We're about to interview somebody that you might know, might not know, but here it is, Leon Marin. Introduce yourself.
Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Leon Marin. I've become an artist in the game just like anybody else, so much love to you.
Well, I basically got some Twitter questions to ask you, and the most important is, who is Leon Marin?
Leon Marin is just like any other kid. You know, I think that's the reason why I relate to people so well, because everybody has something in common, especially with emotional side to it. But Leon Marin is a kid who cultivated a rap style and basically ran with it. You know, that's actually my stage name, and I felt like keeping my name because I felt like that's being the realest towards fans and people who listen to my music. So Leon Marin is just a kid who loves to do music.
Next question: when did you initially start rapping?
Taking it serious or?
I mean, just initially, like your first.
Oh, 6 years old.
Really?
6 years old, yeah. First time I wrote like poetry was 6 years old.
That's basically common. That's top. I started a little later, but I'm not getting into that. So when did you write your first song, and what was it about?
Oh God, I don't even remember this. My first song had to be about my classmates. I used to get picked on all the time. And what I used to do was when we was in class, we would have freestyles in the halls. And I used to just write, I used to cheat. I used to write my freestyles before I went in the halls, just to make sure I wouldn't lose.
You meditated more?
But I lost a lot, so.
Who inspires you to do music?
Everybody. Everybody. From walking in the street to seeing people be successful, walking to work feeling happy, to the people down, to the couples arguing, to the couples alive and feeling great. Everybody, being on the train, the rush hour, the morning, the light, everything in the world inspires me to write music.
Well, this Twitter question is basically what we ask every artist, and it is, name your 5 favorite mainstream rappers.
Of today, like right now.
Mainstream.
I'm not trying to diss nobody or nothing, because I know everybody got a top 5 and they feel some type of way if you don't have that person on the top. But my 5 top mainstream, I would have to say first is Kanye West, then it's Eminem, T.I., Jay-Z.
In order or?
Nah, not in order.
No, all right, I was about to say.
Jay-Z and Rick Ross.
All right. So then this is, besides mainstream, you know there's a lot of underground rappers that are doing their thing. Can you name 5 of your favorite underground rappers?
I say Spez, you know, because you my boy, so.
You gotta put me in there.
I got to, I just got to. Nah, you getting better, I'm getting better too. So, Dre Renown, Fresh Boss, Courtney Anthony, and if I could say one more, man, it's really hard. I would have to say the whole movement with Fly Guy Sean, Bruce Manson, and freaking Wilson, man, because I can't pick one at the end. Like, it's that whole group. So.
I mean, I got a question. This is not a Twitter question, but I got a question myself. What's up with your style?
My style.
Like, explain to me the bow tie with the high top fade. I know everybody wants to know about that. Like, what's up with where did you first come up with the sense of style that you have right now?
Well, I'm not gonna lie. People like Kanye West and Andre 3000 influenced me to dress every day. But in actuality, my mom used to dress me in ties. She always felt like preppy was the way to go, and I just added more onto it. Because I always liked that preppy type of feel / urban type of feel. Yeah. So I just put them together. It's kind of like Kanye or Wale or a Kid Cudi type of sense. You know, like I just put urban and preppy together.
So what do you plan to go with the music that you create?
To the top, man. Straight to the top. Just like any other artist would want to go to the top. You know, I got dreams too. So,
everybody gotta eat.
Yeah.
Under what label, besides Flight Club Records, which is the independent label, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you signed that you're signed under? Would you like to be signed to?
Big names, man. Going for the major leagues.
Do you have any like?
Def Jam. Definitely. But I don't really know the labels, so until I see a contract or something, I don't really know. But big names: Def Jam, Atlantic, Interscope, stuff like that, you know.
So like in your music videos, we see a lot of names and stuff. Can you say like the names that pop up in your music videos the most? Like for example, who is Real Team Film?
Oh, Real Team Films is a camera company which is now forming into a brand because they have jackets and clothing and stuff. And it started off with my manager. His name is B.Fury, and he had he has dreams too. He wanted to, basically create a camera crew like Lenz Productions, and he basically wants to shoot people's videos, whatever it is, wedding, anything it is, he wants to shoot it. He just wants to get his name out there,
Like, how is your relationship with your manager and other artists that you know?
Oh, it's really good because my manager was the only one who believed in me, and I'm not gonna say the only one. That's a little over the top, but he's the only one that believed in me enough to try to push me to the best point that I could be at. Put me in the studio, made a mixtape for me, understood my problems, and he's like my big brother. We speak on a daily basis, and we have arguments and fights just like brothers. And with other artists, it's great. My friend Dre Renell calls me a lot lately, just talking about music, because we're making a project soon, but I'll just keep that on the hush. But other artists is great. They inspire me, I inspire them, and it's all a big inspiration circle that keeps rotating.
And one of the few last questions is, who is your biggest inspiration? I know this is like a question that it feels like you singled out, but it could be more than one. But who is your biggest inspiration?
I mean, inspiration, everybody. I said it earlier, but my biggest would have to be my mother. And I would say it's my mother because being a single mother is very hard, especially for women. And I'm not trying to get into the men and women thing versus the war, being a single father and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, seeing your mother grow up, it being very hard for her because my father passed away. It's a hard life to live, raising a son. It's kind of hard-headed at times. And I would honestly say my mother's my biggest inspiration. My mom is like my superwoman. When I'm crying and I'm down and I can't write something, she'll tell me to keep going. So I have the ignition, but the fire she provides.
And just one more thing, if we wanted to look for you, where can we find your music?
If you go to bandcamp.com, it's spelled regular way, it's together, bandcamp.com. You type in the search bar Leon Marin, Leon space Marin. You'll find all the music I do. It goes straight to Google, but with all the Bandcamp links. And Food for Thought, Love Everything Over Nothing, 2 mixtapes I dropped. Food for Thought was my first. Love Everything Over Nothing was my second. My third, I can't tell you. But you could also hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/The Real Leon Marin. No underscores, just straight The Real Leon Marin. You can hit me up on Twitter at Leon Marin's Story. You can also check out my YouTube, youtube.com/Mr. Leon Marin, to see some of my videos, and Ham video coming out soon. Penthouse View coming out soon. Juice Miller just dropped BBM.
And if it
this boy right here is dropping something soon.
You already know. And if it gets too difficult, just Google it.
Yeah, just Google Leon
Marin.
I'm sorry, I didn't even go there. Just Google Leon Marin. I'm not trying to be an ass, but you could just Google it. You'll find a bunch of links, blogs, all that stuff. Shout outs to Flight Club. Shout outs to Lenz Productions. Shout outs to Real Team Films. Shout outs to Spez, who just dropped the video yesterday.
I mean, thanks for the interview. I mean, thanks for your time and all that. Shout outs to Lenz Productions.
Also, shout outs to all the artists doing their thing. Shout outs to people around the world. And Rip Nate Dogg, God bless. And I hope Japan's doing all right, and everybody else on the west border that's supposed to get hit. So.
Amen, man. Shout outs to Lenz Productions, SPEZ. One out.